Hey guys, it's Talkie Winks here. So today we're going to be playing Charisma Hospital. So it's like a CNA simulator, but it's a medical simulator for the hospital. So let's get into it when it loads. Oh, okay. So I know either April 4th or maybe the day after or something, I'm going to be recording for DTI for the new update. So definitely watch out for that. Um, It's supposed to be for their new, think their spring update, I want to say. Yeah, so definitely watch out for that one. For this game, you don't have to do it. I'm sure people don't actually do this for these kind of games. But I like to do a piece of paper, and I would write down the name, their set, what they're female or male, and then the age of them, and then I write down their symptoms. They also have needs, but I don't write down their needs. I just do their symptoms. So let's see. We're gonna do some low patients. So there's three different kind of risks. They have a low risk, a moderate risk, and then severe. So here's a low patient, a severe, and then a moderate. So we're actually gonna do a low patient. So I figured we'll do this girl right here. Nope, she's already claimed. So we're gonna do Elijah Ward. Let's see. He is male, and he is 31. Like I said, if y'all want to check that, if y'all know what this game is, y'all don't have to do what I do it, how I do it. It's just easier for me to remember what they need and what their symptoms are. So, so before I go and take the patient back, I will get the gloves. I will go back to the broom closet or supply closet, and sorry, janitor closet, and I get the broom. So, if you can't tell, somebody has a severe patient and they're having code blue, which usually they don't like us helping with the patients, so I don't mess with it. But they do go in there and they check on them. So what I'll do is then I'll get some linen for the bed, and then I'll get a robe for the patient. If I have a severe patient, I will come to this kiosk right here, and I'll get an EpiPen, and then I'll go get an EpiPen, and then I will go to the supply closet, supply room, and I come over here, and I get a saline bag. So for a severe patient, you need to get a saline bag, and an EpiPen, just because when the code blue, you need to have those two items. So I always have them on me whenever I do this. It's just a precaution in case they don't go to the morgue, they don't die. Um, I usually like having room 7 to 6, maybe. I'd rather probably have between room 5 through 7 when I have my patients, just because it's easier to get to supply closet soon, or supply room. Supply room, I just call it supply room, not supply closet. But, sorry. Whew. We're going to take the patient back. I'm going to take Mr. Ward, it is very irritating, especially especially when it is especially really irritating when people would claim patients and then they don't bring them back, and then you can't claim those patients or do anything with them, and it's stupid. But people won't answer you on these chats, so you can't really do nothing about it besides just go on to the next patient, and then hopefully they'll come get them. And you can't claim more than one patient at a time, so that's good too. For some reason, they just claim them and then they don't come back for them, or they probably got kicked out of the group and they just don't come back. I guess I don't know, but sorry. So this patient he needs water and a milk. So with low patients, I can actually write down what they need for their symptoms. Severe patients, you probably get about maybe half of one of the symptoms down, and then it go code blue. So you need to always have an EpiPen and saline on hand every time you have a severe patient. Low and moderate, you find you don't need none of that. Um, but I will say, when you are close to them, like if you're like up in their if you're like like not meaning to, and they'll get near you, if you get near them accidentally, they will warn you not to get near them. I mean, that's a good thing too, but I'm thinking I wasn't trying to get near you, but then you would get pushed back off of them. Like, I don't want to show y'all, then y'all think I'm weird for it, but if you're like on like near what they'll start saying, "Hey, can you please get it?" Like, see, a bit of space, and they'll back, which that is cool because a lot of games probably don't have that. But that I was just showing y'all that if you get near them accidentally and you're trying to give them something, and then they think you're in their bubble, but you're really not. You're just trying to give them their stuff, and then you accidentally climb on bed. Especially if you have a keyboard, like I'm on a monitor, so it is kind of tricky sometimes with my keyboard. I don't have those good keyboards, so um yeah. So you will probably get spacked off. Accident, not meaning to do that. But so his excessive tearing, he has inflammation or inflammation. Okay. And then he has eye itching. Like I said, I write the stuff down just because it's easier for me. And I don't write the whole thing down either. I will like make it kind of easy for me too. But I know what I'm talking about whenever I write the stuff down. But I've thought about also playing a different nurse game. Is the dang it. It's the CNA simulator. Sorry, I'm writing. I can't talk at the same time. But yeah, I got their symptoms down, and then I'm going to give them their needs. I'm going to give them the symptoms. So you kind of get the gist of it. It's a really simple game. It's just I make it a lot more harder for me just because it's better for me to make it more harder. I guess I don't know. Sorry, I was doing that. But so they need water and they need milk. So the water is on two different sides of the wall. They have this water, and then they have one like where the wheelchairs are. So the water is literally right here for that one. Even though there's, yeah. And then he needs some milk. So the milk is going to be in the supply room. Here's the milk. So in this game, you give them milk, water, um, coffee, and so there's his needs. So for this one, he only needs one thing that needs to be ordered, and that's the Inflamide RX. And he needs two things out of the supply room. He needs two, and he needs three. Okay, now those are going to be done. And so when you diagnose them, literally all I do is check them off and I put a check mark whenever they're done. So when you diagnose them, so that he has excessive tearing, inflammation, and eye itching. So there's only one that has that. And it's going to be conjunctivitis. I can't say it. Conjunctivitis. I can't say it right, but he has this thing. So you can either have them sent home or you can admit to hospital. Let's see. I can't remember how I did it when I had this. I think I'll admit to hospital. Yeah. So you take the linens I had, and then you just do that. So it's just more like it's an easier thing to do. So than just the hassle when you have to go back and forth, and it just makes your life easier when you to do this. So usually I do two robes, but sometimes whenever if there is like something like messy in here, I will pick it up. Like here's another low patient, Maya Mall or Maya Mall. And she is female. And I am out now 100 patients that I've done so far. How old are you? I can't tell. You're 22. And usually it's weird. When you have a severe patient, they usually don't have a lot. What? I just. Oh, I see now. Here she is. Wrong girl. But usually when you have a severe patient, they usually don't have a lot of symptoms. It's usually the low and moderate ones that has the more symptoms. And it's weird because severe they have like maybe three or four, but maybe even two. But low and moderate they got more for some reason, and I don't know why. But they do. So Miss Maul has sneezing, inflammation, she's got a fever, and a cough. And also another thing about this game, and be a nurse, you can actually take the patients of other doctors or nurses. This one, you cannot. If I'm not mistaken, you can't take the patients in this one. I think you can help, but you can't actually like take their patient, if you know what I mean. Um, so, and they can actually give you permission to help with the patient, but usually when you ask about the patients in the waiting room, they kind of revoke your permission, and it's really weird, and I don't know why, but they do. And this game isn't really like an, if I'm not mistaken, not really like a popular game either. I know Maple Hospital is a lot more popular than this game, but yeah, she got sneezing, inflammation, fever, and cough. So let's see. So all four of these can be ordered, but first I'm gonna see what her needs are. Don't forget the needs. And don't forget to give them their gown, because that's the hospital policy. You have to give them a gown. So they want water again. And she wants a sandwich. Boop. And they're having an update coming April 30th. And I want to say it's for this thing, for the EKG machine. Because you can actually use a defibrillator, but I have not had no patients use a defibrillator yet. It's usually everything else. And then this one you can't use. But I think you can actually use that one for the next update. But I know there's a game coming out on Roblox called Clo-Care. It's also a hospital game, but she really don't know when it's going to be out, so definitely look out for the game coming out soon for Clo-Care. Um, right now it's in the making, so it could be between April and I think April to June, maybe even July. But she said quarter one and quarter two, so it's between those months. So definitely look out for that game, because I'm really hoping for the game to come out soon. Because once that come out, I'm definitely gonna be uploading a video about it. I would have done this video when I first started, but I was so addicted to it, I just hadn't time to make a video about it. So, but yeah. So she needs Claritin. You can't tell. The medicine they have in this game is definitely not the one they have in this game. Um, so okay, I have them all. Literally, all you're doing is taking care of patients. It's really not that hard, I promise you. Um, usually the severe patients are the hardest. If you have the EpiPen, like I said, in a saline bag, you're good. That means you don't have to worry about going back and forth and then your patient dying, and then you have to send to the morgue, and then you lose a patient. So it's pretty easy. It's literally, I think it's more easier than Maple Hospital, because you're not like role playing. All you're doing is literally doing this. Um, yeah. So yeah, so she's got sneezing, inflammation, fever, and cough. So she has an upper respiratory infection. She can be sent home. So, and then the linens. I will probably do two more patients and we're in it there. Um, so, But you start out as a new grad, and then you come up all. Right now, I'm a charge nurse. I don't know what's next after this, but I would definitely keep y'all updated about that. So, you already claimed. Let's see, any more? Okay, so to show y'all the severe patient, okay, I'll show you how a severe patient acts if they're not all claimed. So here it is, Aria Adams. She is female. She is 29. If she's got more than 3 symptoms, that'd be very weird. But let me go grab before I bring her back. I'll show y'all if it does happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. But you get the EpiPen, you collect it, you grab a gown, and definitely grab a saline bag because every severe patient is probably gonna act this way in this game. So it is good to have it just in case. So let's go grab her and I'll show you what I mean when I say about them being kind of difficult in a way. Um, and sometimes they would roll on the floor and they would, like a toddler. Let's see. Okay. Room 6. Okay. She's got 3. Like I said, I got the EpiPen ready. So first, if they go in the code blue, you have to do chest compressions or CPR. Then you have to do EpiPen. You gotta do saline bag. So if they actually do it, I'll be surprised. But sometimes they won't do it. Um, I'll be very surprised if they do. Sometimes I'll even do 2 saline bags because usually they will need saline bags when they come in. Um, they need a ice pack milk and coffee, and I'm stuck in the door. That is the wrong way. Let's get that ice pack. Like I said, if they do it, I'll be very surprised. Sometimes they will do it, sometimes they don't. Like I said, it is good to be precautious, especially when they do this. So she needs beta and Zofenix. Sometimes they won't go code blue, but half time they do. Um, Even though there are severe patients, it just don't mean they're gonna go code blue or not. Um, let's see. So Phoenix. Like I said, they probably won't even go code blue. It's just sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. So usually I cannot get halfway right down the symptoms and they do start going code blue. She's got 3. She's got cardiac shock. admit to hospital, and she's done. So, let me do one more patient or two more patients. I need a gown. Well, I'll do no severe patient and see if they'll do the code blue or not, so I can show y'all if they actually go through with it. Okay, let's see. No severe patient. Okay. Hong Cho. You're a female, you're 24. So, like I said, we're going to see if they actually do code blue or not, but I don't think they would. Like I said, I do have, okay, they got 3. Basically, they're all the same thing. Every severe patient is going to be the same, but let's see if they're going to do it or not. They might not do it, but maybe they knew I was recording and they're like, nope. And when I get off camera, they're going to be like, ha ha ha, I can do code blue. So they need, okay, a blanket and a sandwich. Like I said, it's really not that serious in this game. In this game, don't get competitive either. They really don't. But I know Maple Hospital does get competitive. That's all I like about this game. It does not get competitive at all. It's more like a laid back kind of game, so you're good. Okay, so they got that. I'm gonna get no saline because I am not using the last saline up. I'm just surprised they have not go code blue yet. Sometimes they'll do it, but I don't know if they'll do it or not. Like, so they might not even do it. At the beginning of the game, you've seen them go code blue, but that's really how it happens. So they usually just do it when you're not looking, and it's like, dang. So let's see. Yep. Yeah, same thing as the other person. You're going to the hospital. And done. So yeah. We go grab another linen closet. Yeah, I'm gonna grab one more patient. One more severe patient, and I don't think they'll do it, but so her name is Kennedy Martin. You're a female and you're 63. Like I said, usually all the severe patients have 2 or 3 symptoms, or they could have 4. It just depends on the person, I guess. And there we got somebody in that one. Here we go. Okay, let's see. I'll get you a robe. Okay, let's go in here. Don't know if she's gonna do it or not, but we'll see. Yeah, she got 3. She got different ones. Like I said, usually they're all the same. Sometimes they'll have the anemia, then they'll have hemorrhage, and then they'll have chills. They actually might start to go blue. Yep, there she goes. Just we gotta do CPR 10 times. And so you see somebody right there at the screen. Make sure everything's okay. They're gonna need an EpiPen. There's EpiPen. You could tell they've already gave me permission to do this stuff. And then it is time to do saline. And then they see and they're saved. I don't need it. But yeah. So yeah, that is how you save a code blue person. It is so weird. And I have not had them do it before after that, after they've already done code blue once. I don't think they do it again. But let me see what they need. They need lights. They need a sandwich. And usually if I'm in here, usually I'll go ahead and get the stuff for them, what they need for. And when they have a hemorrhage and anemia, you usually need um 2 blood bags. I don't know what they just gave that person. I don't know. But yeah. So here is your blood. Here is your sandwich. And then you get Tylenol. But this video is definitely going to be bigger than the first one, of course, because I am playing a hospital game and it's going to be a lot longer than really any kind of game, I guess. I don't know. Tylenol. And they gotta give them the second dose of the blood IV. They don't call it um they call it saline IV, antibiotics IV, and saline IV. They don't call it the other term, but I don't care. It's and they have Tylenol instead of Tylenol. They just make it to where I guess they don't make it get copyrighted, I guess. So you have 3. So you get a massive hemorrhage. The hospital. Okay, guys, so that is literally the game. All you do is take care of the patients, work your way up to the highest one, and you can customize your key card. I mean, that's my key card. I mean, that's my name for uh Roblox. So definitely take a picture of it if you want to add me on there. We can play games together. And especially with Legendary Roses, I mean, I play games with her too. Uh, you get the money, you get different names for schools, you get your color for the key card, you get stickers. Or if you get the shop, you get a private license. That unlocks the ability to operate your own small clinic inside the hospital where you be an athlete and makes you ramp speed, advanced key card, you get more color stickers and school names in a key card editor, get faster treatment, auto dispense, 2 times cash and 2 times XP. It's really what you want to do or you get more money. I mean, the highest you can go is 10,000 Robux. 10,000 rank XP you get. You just spend that to get that. But yeah, guys, definitely check out the game. It's really fun. It's pretty laid back. It's really not that hectic as long as you have the EpiPen and the saline bag. So definitely give it a like, get a subscribe, and definitely join. It's really fun. So bye baddies.